something absolutely insane just happened with Mark Ruffalo, and the timing of it could not be more perfect. So for years, Mark Ruffalo has built his entire brand around hating billionaires. So every other week, Mark Ruffalo is on social media going off about how billionaires are ruining America, how billionaires are behind every national problem, well, how nobody should have that kind of wealth. But it's been Mark Ruffalo's whole shtick for as long as anyone can remember, an anti-billionaire Mark Ruffalo, and that is who Mark Ruffalo has always been, okay? And then out of nowhere, he did just a single dumbest thing imaginable, the most hilariously hypocritical move that any Hollywood celebrity has pulled in a very long time. Mark Ruffalo went on Instagram and even endorsed billionaire Tom Steyer for governor of California. Okay, so a billionaire, the man who has spent years rallying against billionaires just through his full support behind one, and you really can't make this up. And now, for those of you who do not know, Tom Steyer is a hedge fund billionaire who made his fortune investing in things like fossil fuels and private prisons. He later sold those holdings and reinvented himself as a climate activist, which is convenient. So he has now spent over $130 million of his own money trying to buy the California governor's race. And this is what Mark Ruffalo just endorsed, a billionaire spending 9 figures to buy a political office from the guy who says billionaires are the problem. So Ruffalo posted his endorsement on Instagram, as you all can see here, telling his followers that Tom Steyer has spent the last 2 decades fighting climate change, and that his opponent, Xavier Becerra, is bought and paid for by big oil and corporations. He actually tried to frame this as a principled choice. He even told people to get out and vote for the billionaire because the other guy is just beholden to corporate interests. Now, the irony is so thick you couldn't even cut it with a knife. And the best part is that Mark Ruffalo exactly knew how this was going to look. He tried to get ahead of it by admitting that he is no fan of billionaires and he sees no reason for people to have that kind of wealth. So here's a clip from what he was doing on a podcast interview and stuff.
We just created the most number of billionaires in the history of the world. You know, we have enough. We could do this, but it's going to take some reimagining of what America is, what our economic system is. What's clear is it's not working and it's not sustainable.
Oh, it's not sustainable, says the guy who's actually supporting a billionaire. But he's the right kind of billionaire. They're going to say they're probably what Mark was going to say to defend it. He's for the people. Well, what happened to all billionaires? No one should be billionaires, though. What happened to that argument?
Actually, when our founding fathers set this up, they had the national motto of "E pluribus unum," out of many one.
Yes,
and we've never achieved that.
No.
There's a long time we didn't even vaguely even strive for that. But we can still strive.
The vision of America, the promise of America, we still have that. We have that promise in our DNA. Someone slipped that in there, which creates a possibility for it, right? That's like the moment we're in right now. It's physics. Things have got to come to a point where there's so much movement. It's chaotic. It's chaotic. It's chaotic. Boom, up. Something new comes out of it. Water to steam. There's no other way to actually change. And that's painful. It's like giving birth. I mean, birth is painful. It's dark. We don't know. It's scary.
They don't understand anything about the founding fathers except their own twisted warped reality of who they think the founding fathers are. But let's be real here. He tried to get ahead of it, like I said. And when he tried to make this bizarre distinction where he said that even though Tom Steyer is a billionaire, he does not view him as an oligarch, not like Elon Musk or even Peter Thiel or even Jeff Bezos. Those are the bad billionaires, apparently. And Tom Steyer is one of the good ones because he agrees with Mark Ruffalo politically. That's his entire argument. Okay, so let's just be crystal clear about what's happening here. When a billionaire supports causes that Mark Ruffalo likes, the billionaire is a hero and deserves to be governor. When a billionaire supports causes that Ruffalo himself doesn't like, that billionaire is an oligarch who is destroying America. That's the standard. Okay, that's right. There's a principle, apparently. It was never about billionaires being bad. It was always about which team the billionaire always plays for. And the internet figured this out quickly and immediately. The comments of his endorsement actually had him in some hot water with his fans and stuff. Got one person here commented, dang, I mean, I'm a fan, but the working class supports BACKFIRE, and he is the most accomplished and stuff. Dear Mark, Tom is the perfect example of if he wanted to, he would. Steyer doesn't need a title of governor to do any of the things he claims to want to do. He's a billionaire. And then people, but it's like a lot of people on who's following him with his fans and stuff are actually letting him have it. Okay. It's crazy. Okay. But not surprising at all. We all saw this coming and stuff. But yeah, we've got people stating that right here, disappointed. He's already been exposed as to paying content creators to advocate for him. So yeah, they're seeing right through the lies and stuff, and his own progressive base is furious with him. The leftists out there are in the comments saying things like, I thought you hated billionaires, and why are you endorsing the billionaire? Mark, you betrayed us. And his own people are turning on him for this because even they can see how ridiculous it is. And then you have also people who are conservatives and on the right in the comments pointing out that Steyer made his money in oil and gas, which makes the whole thing even more absurd. One comment that was getting a ton of engagement said, how do you think Steyer made his money? The one I just basically read right there. It says, besides oil and gas are essential for a prosperous society, you're just another dumb actor. Nobody cares about what you think, basically. And that comment pretty much sums up how the majority of the internet is reacting to this entire situation. Now, this whole thing becomes even funnier when you add Elon Musk into it. It says here, dumb doesn't realize this applies to rich actors like himself. No, that's funny right there, because Mark Ruffalo has been going after Elon Musk for years at this point, and Mark Ruffalo told Elon Musk to get off Twitter and hand the keys over to someone who does this as an actual job. Mark Ruffalo called Elon Musk a two-faced turncoat trader, as y'all remember, and Mark Ruffalo also blamed Elon Musk's platform for disinformation after Mark Ruffalo himself shared fake AI-generated images, and the drama between Mark Ruffalo and Elon Musk has been nonstop. And Elon Musk fired back at Mark Ruffalo here with what might be the most devastating response possible, where he says it's bizarre because he's done literally 1 million times more than Ruffalo to advance sustainable energy. And that's definitely true. Okay. And then Mark Ruffalo called, he was called a marionette, a puppet. And honestly, after watching Ruffalo endorsing a billionaire while pretending to hate billionaires, that description has never been more accurate. So the man does not have real principles. He just reads whatever script is put in front of him, whether it's on a movie you said, or even on his Instagram page. But there's also a video going around where Mark Ruffalo is talking about how terrible America is, which is this one right here that I played for you all, and how the country has too many billionaires. And he says that we created the most number of billionaires in the history of the world, as if that's a bad thing. So he talks about how the system is not working and is not sustainable. He even tries to invoke the founding fathers and completely misunderstood what they meant. It's just pure socialist talking points coming from a man who has made tens of millions of dollars from the Disney Corporation. And the funniest part about the video here, Mark Ruffalo says that the economic system is not working, while Mark Ruffalo sits there as a multi-millionaire many times over, who got rich playing pretend in front of a camera. So the system worked pretty well for you, Mark. The system that, created all those billionaires you hate also created the entertainment industry that made you wealthy beyond anything a normal person would ever experience. But sure, the system is broken only when it applies to other people, apparently. And this is really the core of who Mark Ruffalo is once you strip away all the virtue signaling. You see, Mark Ruffalo himself actually, just simply doesn't have a problem with wealth. He doesn't actually have a problem with billionaires. He just has a problem with billionaires who don't share his politics. Okay, so Tom Steyer gets $130 million passed because Well, because he talks about climate change, and Elon Musk, who has more for sustainable energy than any human being alive and stuff. I mean, he gets called a traitor because Elon Musk is not toe to the progressive line on every single issue. So Elon Musk built Tesla and made electric cars mainstream, where he built SpaceX and revolutionized space travel. He even purchased the social media platform and opened it up for free speech. Mark Ruffalo's greatest accomplishment, on the other hand, is just wearing motion capture pajamas and pretending to be angry on camera while pretending to be green, basically. And yet Ruffalo carries himself as though he has more moral authority than the man who has actually changed the world. Okay, so basically the comparison is not even close and everybody sees it. But at the end of the day, this Steyer endorsement right here from Mark Ruffalo exposed everything. It showed that, the anti-billionaire crusade Mark Ruffalo is leading against people like Elon Musk was always fake. It was always selective outrage from woke celebrities like Mark Ruffalo, designed to attack political opponents like Elon Musk while giving allies a free pass. So basically, Mark Ruffalo does not hate billionaires. Mark Ruffalo hates billionaires like Elon Musk who disagree with them. And now that the mask is off, his own fans are turning on Mark Ruffalo and the internet is eviscerating him live. And Elon Musk is sitting back getting the last laugh after years of being attacked by Mark Ruffalo, who just proved that he never meant a single word of it. So as usual, let me know your thoughts about this whole Mark Ruffalo and Elon Musk situation, and I'll see you on the next one. Until then, peace.